Anything to do with employment is something that always is a major topic of conversation. After all, it's near and dear to everybody's heart. Here are 4 things that I expect to continue to make the news in 2010. You'll find a little more detail on my blog, but here are the snippets. Firstly, I expect there to continue to be strong growth in temporary staffing. As we record this film, the June unemployment numbers were recently released. There's a 16.5% growth in temporary staffing year over year. More companies are choosing to hire temporary and contract workers than go down the permanent hiring route. I believe some of this is a fear of the unknown. They're not sure what's coming with healthcare. I think the midterm elections are definitely unsettling some people. But expect to continue to see temporary worker usage increasing. I expect that to carry on for at least another couple of years. Back in the late 90s, McKinsey identified the war for talent, and they produced a report that continues to be read today, 10 years on, about the demographic time bomb and skill shortages. The current unemployment numbers mask those skill shortages. Let me tell you, there is still a major skills shortage in the marketplace. We do a lot of work in the mid to senior management executive marketplace. In that marketplace, true unemployment is really only running at around 4–4.5%, and those numbers are coming down month after month after month. Skilled, experienced workers are back in demand. We expect to see that skill shortage exaggerated over the coming months and into the next couple of years. An issue that people aren't talking about yet, but I think will become an issue by year end, is 401k funds and older workers. Over the last couple of years, many people have seen the funds in their 401k reduce. In fact, you'll often hear them now referred to as 201ks. Well, enlightened companies are now choosing to keep those older workers. They've decided to stave retirement for a while. They need to get those 401k funds back up. Companies are making use of talent that maybe a year or a couple of years ago would have retired. On the other hand, I also expect to see, unfortunately, a rise in age discrimination claims as companies use the opportunity to push those older workers out and bring in cheaper, less experienced talent. It's a polarization, and I expect to see that make the news over the coming months. The 4th one, and I'm not going to be political, this isn't a political blog, it's a business blog. The topic of illegal workers has been front and center all year and will continue that way. My advice to employers, play it by the book. You have to. And it's right that there's a level playing field, but you can expect to see, I believe, greater scrutiny of the people you employ. You need to make sure that you've done all the checks, all the forms, all the paperwork is complete. So 4 items that I think we're going to carry on talking about and I think will rise in importance over the coming months. It'll be interesting to check back at year end and just see if these predictions are correct.